All right, today we're going to dive into a really powerful concept from Dr. Brett Steenbarger's amazing book, The Daily Trading Coach. We're going to tackle one of the most frustrating problems any trader faces, why we keep repeating the same costly mistakes. And what we're going to uncover is a solution that's actually surprisingly simple, but, well, really profound.
So let's just kick things off with this question. Does this sound familiar to you? You know your rules, you've analyzed your mistakes, you swear this time will be different, and then, the second you're under pressure, you do the exact same thing again. It's this maddening loop, right? And it can just absolutely crush not only your account, but your confidence too.
So what you're actually experiencing, it's a really common pattern. We'll just call it the trader's vicious cycle, because understanding it is truly the first step to breaking free from it for good.
On the surface, it all seems so logical, doesn't it? You sit down and tell yourself, okay, I have to follow my rules. You make a vow. This time, I'm definitely going to trade smaller. These are smart, rational decisions. But then the market gets choppy, you're under pressure, and all that logic, it just goes right out the window. And you're back at square one feeling super frustrated.
And this, right here, is the absolute core of the problem. Starting the change is easy. It's like anyone can start a diet on a Monday morning. That's the easy part. The real test, as Dr. Steenbarger points out, is making that change stick. Most of the popular methods out there, they focus on getting you motivated to start, but they don't give you the fuel you need to keep going when things get tough.
Okay, so if pure logic and willpower just aren't going to cut it, then what will? What is this missing ingredient, the secret sauce that actually unlocks lasting change in our trading habits?
And here's the answer. It's emotional force. See, your attempts to change with willpower alone fail because they're just thoughts. They're just words on a page. They don't have that deep, gut-level power you need to stop an impulse in its tracks. Real change, it has to be felt, not just thought about. Dr. Steenbarger actually tells this incredible story about himself that just perfectly illustrates this. For years, he knew, logically, he should lose weight. He tried, he failed. Sound familiar? Just like we do with our trading rules. But then he got a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, and everything changed in an instant. It wasn't the logic from the doctor. It was that powerful, raw fear of the consequences, of letting his family down. That feeling was the catalyst for an immediate and permanent shift in his behavior. And the result of that one emotional event? 40 pounds, gone. And look, that number isn't about a diet plan. It represents the incredible power of one single emotional experience to do what years of logical reasoning couldn't. That's the kind of force we need to tap into for our trading.
In trading, we're always told that emotion is the enemy, right? Fear, greed, panic, get rid of it all. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if the right emotions could actually be our greatest ally, our superpower for staying disciplined and consistent?
Okay, let's just compare these two things for a second. On one hand, you have the logical thought, I should follow my plan. It sounds good, but man, it's fragile. It just shatters the second there's any real pressure. But on the other hand, connecting to that deep feeling of pride you get when you are disciplined, now that is powerful. That's something that sticks with you. It becomes this internal guide that helps you navigate through temptation.
And listen, this isn't just some nice-sounding idea. Actual research into what makes therapy successful finds the exact same thing. It's not the talking that powers change, it's the emotional experience. That's what really rewires things in our brains.
And all of this ties into a really important psychological idea called self-efficacy. Basically, it's just your belief in your own ability to get something done. And every single time you create one of these positive emotional experiences tied to good trading, you build up that belief. You start to see yourself as a disciplined trader, which in turn makes it so much easier to act like one.
Okay, so this all sounds great, right? But how do we actually do it? How do we create this emotional force whenever we need it? Let's get right into the practical, step-by-step technique you can start using literally today.
All right, here it is, your pre-trading ritual. It's super simple. First, don't try to fix everything at once. Pick just one goal for the day. Maybe it's controlling position sizing. Focus is everything here. Step 2, just sit down, get comfortable, and take a few slow, deep breaths. Calm your mind. Third, and this is the magic, vividly imagine yourself executing that goal perfectly. Actually, see it in your mind's eye. And then the final and most important step of all, don't just see it, you have to feel it. Really immerse yourself in that feeling of pride, of control, of mastery that comes from doing the right thing.
So that's the whole assignment right there. A goal written on a piece of paper, it's lifeless. It has no power. Your job is to be the director of your own mind. You need to turn that boring written goal into a vivid, powerful, emotional movie that you play over and over, with you as the star.
All right, so we've covered a ton here, from that vicious cycle of failure all the way to using emotion as a superpower and a technique to actually do it. But if you walk away with just one single thing from all this, I want it to be this.
Seriously, just try this today, or the next time you trade. Before you even look at a chart, pick that one goal. Close your eyes for just 60 seconds and play that mental movie. See yourself succeeding, but more importantly, feel the pride of that success. That's it. That's the whole game.
Let's just wrap up with this incredibly powerful idea from Dr. Steenberger. Logic can give you the map, but it's emotion that provides the fuel for the journey. It's not enough to just set goals. You have to start feeling them to actually live them. And that is the real key to becoming the trader you know you can be.